College football, season 2, week 8 of That's Not a Game. By week, I mean WEAK. It's like what, the 8th consecutive week? Well, yeah, 8th consecutive week. There's no games. There's no games today. No games. I had earlier in the week, I was in Chicago. I ran into 4 That's Not a Game fans. 2 people from the advisory council and 2 newcomers to the program. Just take a listen to what I have to deal with.
Israel Lang, the Ohio State University.
Are they a team?
They are a team.
Just this year? Like this year they're a team?
No, perpetually. They are a team perpetually.
You're making this just too easy.
The facts bear that truth to be truth, not fiction or whatever other.
Facts would say Ohio State from the beginning of time has been a team.
That is absolutely, well, not always, but certainly since probably 1910?
Georgia Tech.
Georgia Tech.
No,
almost a team this week.
To
get a field goal kicker or block a field goal.
It's a long play, guys.
Is Nebraska a team?
Nebraska is a team because as bad as it's been for the last 30 years, they're still in the top 5 of all-time wins.
Like, especially if you're in charge of a vlog called It's Not a Game and you talk about football, college football particularly, and you don't regularly visit Winsopedia, then you probably shouldn't be moderating.
That feels slightly passive-aggressive, like it's a shot at That's Not a Game.
So every game matters.
Sure. Hi, my name is Kelly Wickman, and I am from the University of South Florida.
Are they a team?
Yes, they are a team.
This year they're a team?
This year and all years, they are a team.
I'm Jacob Kaufman. I am what the moderator of this fine video would call a realist. And so I would lean towards the University of South Florida is a team this year. However, they will do what they do every year, which is start off really well and then lose very important conference games to people that don't matter. And they will just tank by the end of the year, and they will be irrelevant.
So that would make them not a team then?
They would not.
So really, in your heart, you know they're not a team.
I know they have the potential to be a team, and as of right now, in a bubble, they are a team.
But if that's the attitude of the fan base, they will never be a team.
But they.
All right. There's more to that clip that I'm going to play in future broadcasts, but let's just start with Israel and the Ohio State. Perpetually a team since 1910. They have not been a team since 1910. Every game is a game. Every team is a team it's I don't even know where to begin with that, but yeah, it's pitiful. It is pitiful. And there's energy behind it, and there's passion behind it, and I just feel sorry for him. Exhibit B would be Andre and the whole Nebraska thing and clinging to the because they've had the most wins ever. Israel pulls up Winsopedia. They're not there. They're not there. But I feel for Andre, you can see it in his eyes that he wants to be a team and they're not a team. Then you got a couple newcomers. You got Kelly, new Central Florida, and Jacob, also from Central Florida. Jacob was the most level-headed of the 4. He wants to be level-headed about the whole thing, but he calls them a team, and then he just says that he knows they're going to fall apart. He knows they're going to fall apart like they do every year, and they're not a team. But yet he thinks they're a team. It's the whole, they get drawn into it, and they can't get away from it. And they know they're not a team, but they can't help but get sucked in, and every team is a team, and every game is a game. And then you watch it, and you buy into the whole ESPN thing. And pretty soon all you've done all fall is, watch college football games that don't matter. I'm going to bring you more of that video and do a few more when I'm down in Florida the next couple weeks. But it's what I'm dealing with, people. I mean, there's 2 camps right now watching this. There's the people that saw it's kind of pitiful, really, the thinking that goes into that's a game, and then there's the reality of that's not a game. And you fall into one of two camps, and there's many of you right now that in your head you can understand that it's not a game, but your heart just keeps pulling you back to that's not a game. And it's kind of my personal mission just to get you so that your heart can heal enough from this college football quagmire that you've sucked yourself into, so that you can have a decent perspective, bigger picture perspective on college football and what's actually a game. So I don't know. Here's the deal: Michigan, Penn State today. It'll be entertaining, but relevant probably, but not a game. I mean, it's not a game. It's not a game. It'll be entertaining and relevant, but still, just it's not going to transcend anything. It's not a game. And then you got USC and Notre Dame. Again, West Coast is irrelevant. So if they're involved, it's not a game. Yeah, neither one of those are games. You got Ohio State and Nebraska. They're both off. I mean, Nebraska is like, could Nebraska be any more pitiful right now? Sorry, Andre. Neither one of those are there. Auburn lost to LSU. I'm kind of hoping. I was hoping Auburn could maybe come back and make a run at things later in the year, but you lose to LSU that lost to who'd they lose to? They lost to Troy, I think. Troy. That's a high school that we played basketball against up in northern Minnesota. They're not a team. LSU's not a team. You lose a team, it's not a team that bad. Auburn's done it a couple times a year. Yeah. It's not it. Florida's off. Florida State, they play Louisville. Again, that should be entertaining. It should be a game, but it's not a game. There's no Florida games. You got Miami. The only game they have left, maybe, and I don't even know it'll be a game. It just depends on what Notre Dame does. Maybe Notre Dame. Florida might be a game by the time we get there, but I got a feeling it won't be. And you got, the UCF Knights, the Central Florida. They're undefeated. Here's their schedule the rest of the way. They play East Carolina, Navy, Austin P, SMU, and Connecticut. They're undefeated. That's the rest of their schedule. I don't know. They're undefeated, and that's it. So they're, to Jacob's point, they're not a game. They're not a team, and today's not a game. It's flabbergasting to me how people cannot see what they get sucked into and what they spend their time on and get infatuated with. So let's just sum it up. 4 people that made the case for the delusional thinking that goes brainwashed, actually, quite frankly, thinking that goes into people that think their teams are teams and that their games are games. And they will grasp at anything, including like bridging centuries between being relevant to grasp at their team is always a team. And then you got the teams that have probably never been teams, like Central Florida. And just from the fact that they win their first 5 or 6 games every year, you think that they're a team, and it's just, it doesn't work that way. Season 2, week 8, no games. Go outside and do something. It's not very nice here. This is a little late because I had to go to a soccer game with my grandkids too. My grandson, he scored a couple of goals. Those were games. Cade's soccer games were games. There's nothing on college football today that's actually a game. There's some entertainment, but there's no games there, so find something else to do. All right, see you next week.